Have you ever felt utterly exhausted, like caught in that loop of trying to manage everyone else's opinions or, control things way beyond your
Oh,
grasp?
absolutely.
Or maybe you found yourself constantly like worrying about what others think, letting their actions just steal your peace?
Yeah.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into something that sounds really simple, but it's actually uh, radically powerful, a concept that promises to set you free, basically with just two words.
That's right. And this deep dive, it really zeroes in on something that's, well, clearly resonated with millions of people. Mel Robbins' The Let Them theory.
Right.
And this isn't just some fleeting self-help idea. It's really the core of her super highly rated and best-selling book, The Let Them theory, a life-changing tool that millions of people can't stop talking about.
Hmm.
I mean, the appeal is huge. It hit #1 bestseller on the New York Times, Sunday Times, Amazon, Audible, pretty much everywhere.
Wow. Okay. And for you listening in, you specifically asked us to kind of distill the absolute core of this book, yeah, into a really compelling summary for your YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Your goal, as you told us, is content that's super engaging, grabs your audience right away, and actually keeps them watching right to the end. So that's our mission today.
Yeah.
We're going to dig out those real aha moments, those key insights that are going to make your YouTube content pop. And importantly, we'll also look at how the book itself engages people, because there are lessons there for your channel too.
Good point.
Like, think about how Mel Robbins kicks off her book. She just jumps right in with that question. What if the key to happiness, success, and love was as simple as two words? Boom.
Yeah, it's a great hook.
It is a great hook. That's a masterclass in grabbing attention instantly. It pulls you right into this potentially transformative idea. And that immediate engagement, that's a massive takeaway for your YouTube stuff. Just like Mel draws readers in, those first few seconds of your video are golden. It's the perfect time to, gently nudge your audience, maybe prompt them to hit like right there, or ask them to drop a quick comment about what they're hoping to get from the video right at the start.
Yeah, get them involved early.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or even suggest they share it with someone who might need this message. Sets up that community feel from the get-go.
Okay, so let's unpack this core concept. Let them. What's it really about?
Yeah.
At its heart, it's about reclaiming your locus of control, We often, without even realizing it, give away so much power to other people.
Right. Their opinions, their drama.
Exactly. Their judgments, even what we think they expect. And this theory basically says trying to control or correct or constantly manage all that external stuff. It's just exhausting. It's a battle you can't win.
It really is.
So it isn't about giving up or being passive. It's more like a conscious pivot. You're turning your focus back inward.
Okay.
Back to what you actually control. Your reactions, where you put your energy, your next move. It's shifting from fighting externally to sort of ruling internally.
It sounds so simple, doesn't it? Just two words.
Deceptively simple.
Yeah. But like you said, the impact seems huge. And maybe that simplicity is why it connects with so many people. You see it in the ratings. 4.6 out of 5 stars from over 22,000 ratings? That's massive.
It's huge. And the descriptions people use.
Like life-changing, simple, powerful, and I love this one. Honestly, kind of freeing.
That free aspect comes up a lot.
It does. And what really jumped out at me was that review from Rob. He said, it's permission to let go. Let people do what they're going to do and stop exhausting yourself trying to control, correct, or constantly manage it.
That nails it.
And he adds, it sounds obvious, but the way it's explained hit differently. It's not about being passive. It's about protecting your peace.
Protecting your peace, that's key.
That specific phrase, protecting your peace through, active surrender. That's where it gets really interesting, I think. How does just saying let them actually empower that biggest shift in your day-to-day life?
Well, I think it forces a kind of cognitive reset, a reframe.
Okay.
Instead of instinctively asking, how can I change them? Or how do I fix this situation? The question shifts internally. It becomes, okay, what am I going to do now?
Right. Puts the focus back on you.
Exactly. And that shift is what drives the real-world benefits the book talks about. It aims to help you stop pouring your energy into stuff you just can't control.
Like a colleague's attitude or...
Yeah, or a friend who's always negative, or what strangers think online. It also helps you break free from that constant comparison game.
Oh, the comparison trap.
Yeah. Measuring yourself against everyone else's highlight reel, saying let them, kind of disconnects you from that external scoreboard and brings you back to your own values, your own path.
Makes sense.
And then there's releasing the weight of other people's expectations, which in turn frees you up to go after what you genuinely want.
Without that self-doubt or fear holding you back so much.
Precisely. With more confidence. And the book suggests this goes beyond just you. It helps build better friendships, find the love you deserve.
So it touches multiple areas.
Definitely. Ultimately, it's about defining success and joy on your own terms. And building resilience, too, against all the daily stresses and distractions that try to pull you off course.
And these aren't just like vague promises, are they? People reading it seem to point to very real changes.
Exactly. They talk about the practical lessons for everyday life
Yeah, I saw that phrase a lot.
and how it directly helps them reclaim their peace and energy. For you, summarizing this for YouTube, highlighting those specific, tangible outcomes, that's the gold.
Right. It shows the what's in it for me.
Yeah. It shows what it does, not just what it is. It's very active, very empowering.
Okay, let's talk about Mel Robbins herself for a sec, because her style seems like a big part of this whole thing's success.
Absolutely.
She's got that reputation, right, for a no-nonsense, science-backed approach. Anyone who listens to her podcast probably knows that vibe.
Very direct, yeah.
And the book itself, it sounds like it's written to be super easy to grasp, making these, potentially complex psychological ideas feel really accessible.
She does that well. She uses a lot of relatable stories, often quite raw stuff from her own life.
Which builds connection, right?
Yeah.
Feels less like a lecture, more like a chat.
Totally. Like talking to a friend who gets it. Plus, she's good at pulling out the key takeaways, weaving in relevant research, and bringing in experts, too.
Yeah, I saw mentions of psychologists, neuroscientists, relationship experts.
Happiness researchers, even people drawing on ancient wisdom, they all seem to back up this let them idea.
Now, you mentioned her style being accessible. Is it universally loved, or?
That's a fair point, and important for your summary to be balanced. While most feedback is overwhelmingly positive, some people do mention finding it a bit repetitive.
Okay, repetitive how?
Well, some felt the core message was reiterated quite a lot. But interestingly, many who said that also found it very repetitive, but very impactful.
Ah, so maybe the repetition helps it sink in, like reinforcement.
Could be. That seems to be the takeaway for many. Others just praise the great balance between personal stories, practical advice, and powerful reminders.
Gotcha.
But the overall feeling, really positive. People consistently call it well-written, easy to understand, often mentioning her humor without being offensive.
Nice.
And words like enlightening, empowering, thought-provoking, they come up again and again.
And that science-backed part you mentioned earlier, how deep does that go? Is it heavy reading?
No, not at all. It's woven in quite subtly. For instance, the let them theory, it kind of gently nudges you towards ideas you'd find in cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT.
How so?
Well, CBT often involves challenging your automatic negative thoughts or reactions to external events to change how you feel. Let them is a simple way to interrupt that automatic reaction to someone else's behavior.
Okay, I see the link.
It also touches on concepts like emotional detachment, but, and this is important, not in a cold, uncaring way.
Right, not detaching from the person necessarily.
Exactly. It's more about detaching from the outcome of their behavior and detaching from your need to control that outcome. It's about preserving your own emotional energy.
That's a really crucial distinction. And it's interesting, too, how some reviewers connect it to broader philosophies.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned it being a reminder of things I know, things that are come from Zen philosophy and codependence actions theories.
Oh, interesting. That makes sense.
Yeah, like Zen often talks about non-attachment, right? Accepting things as they are instead of fighting them or clinging to expectations.
Uh-huh. Letting go.
And with codependence recovery, a huge part is shifting focus away from trying to control or fix others and back onto your own choices, your own boundaries, your own well-being.
Absolutely. Personal agency.
So it feels like Mel Robbins has managed to synthesize these quite deep, sometimes complex ideas from different fields.
And package them into something really practical and easy to apply.
Exactly, an accessible framework.
Okay,
Quick practical tip for your YouTube video again.
go for it.
As your video is flowing, say, after you've discussed how Let Them builds resilience or helps with that emotional detachment we just talked about,
Yeah.
that's a natural spot for a smooth mid-roll call to action. You can just move it in. Like,
Yeah.
hey, if you're finding these ideas useful, definitely hit subscribe so you don't miss more deep dives into life-changing concepts like this.
Nice and simple.
Yeah. Or you could pause and ask an open-ended question to get comments flowing. Something like, what's one area in your life right now where you feel like you could really use the Let Them approach? Get them thinking and engaging.
Good idea. Now, connecting this back to the bigger picture, it's really fascinating how this let them idea isn't just for personal stuff. It stretches into the professional world, too.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, there's a great review from Sonja White. She specifically highlights how powerful it is in leadership and HR.
Interesting. Leadership.
Yeah. She frames it as a really solid approach for setting boundaries, boosting emotional intelligence, and just getting clarity as a leader. Instead of getting sucked into reacting or, over-accommodating when your team or colleagues do something unexpected or maybe unfair.
Which happens all the time.
Right. The power move is to pause, take a breath, and internally say, let them. She points out that their actions often reveal more than words ever will.
That's insightful. So it shifts your focus.
Completely back to what you actually control as a leader. Who you promote, who stays on the team, how you coach them, and maybe most importantly, how you model emotional maturity and handle things calmly.
That is such a critical point. It's not just about what they do, it's about your response.
Exactly.
The theory gives you that space, that permission to stop reacting out of maybe anxiety or frustration.
And instead respond thoughtfully from a place of choice.
Yeah. Whether it's a tricky client, a project going sideways, or team drama, it helps you decide where to put your energy right.
Precisely. As another reviewer, Rebecca, put it so well, it's a powerful reminder that I am in control of my life and my reactions no matter what others do.
That's liberating. It keeps you grounded in your own power, your own purpose.
It really is. It helps you recognize that trying to manage everyone else's behavior is, well, it's basically impossible and incredibly draining.
A fool's errand, yeah.
The real work, and where the freedom lies, is in mastering your own internal state and your responses. Not becoming indifferent, but becoming, let's say, discerning.
Discerning about where your energy goes. I like that.
Exactly.
So, okay, wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for you, our listener, looking for more freedom and fulfillment?
This deep dive into the let them theory, it really shows us a concept that's surprisingly simple on the surface,
Yeah.
but has this profoundly deep impact. It's fundamentally about shifting where you put your focus, moving away from trying to control all the uncontrollable stuff,
Opinions, drama, actions of others.
all that external noise,
Right.
and shifting towards owning your own reactions, your own choices, taking back the reins.
Yeah, it's like a strategic retreat to reclaim your peace, your power, your energy, whether that's in personal relationships, friendships, or even navigating work stuff. It's a mindset shift that can genuinely change how you experience your day-to-day life.
It really can. And, it raises a bigger question, perhaps. If applying let them works so well for managing external chaos and finding internal peace for us as individuals, what might happen if more people truly embrace this? How might it subtly shift the vibe, the dynamic in our communities, or even in our workplaces? It's not about everyone becoming apathetic, far from it. It's about widespread intentionality.
Intentionality about where we invest our energy, our focus.
Exactly. Imagine the ripple effect if more people operated from that place of personal sovereignty. Something to think about.
Definitely food for thought.
Okay.
So as you finish up your amazing YouTube summary on this, remember that final, clear call to action. You've given your audience fantastic value, distilled these powerful ideas. Now's the moment to invite them to really connect and become part of your community.
Yes.
Encourage them clearly. Subscribe for more deep dives like this one. Ask them to like the video if they found it helpful or empowering. Give them that gentle nudge to share it with someone they know who could really use this message right now.
Spread the wisdom.
And absolutely prompt them to comment below. Ask them about their biggest let them challenge or maybe how they plan to try this theory out. That interaction is gold for building your channel and fostering that sense of shared learning.